Dominator in general. I mean, he likes playing around the like summons in general. You know, heroes along that. Any hero that can use summons. Dominator kind of just adds another summon to your.
I can tell what it is. Right? Is it the type of thing when you look and you go, oh man, this skill level on this hero is even higher because, you know, there's so much micro involved. Like, it's totally that type of player where he's like, man, I want every opportunity to kind of flex.
Yeah, I mean, he probably should have just been a StarCraft player, realistically, right?
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. I wasn't sure if he, like, played a lot of Warcraft or StarCraft.
I'm not sure, but I mean, the thing about him is he's a carry player disguised as an offlaner.
True. That interchangeability is good in the current like meta as well. I mean, the example team that does it a lot is Viking, where you'll have some games where Toby will be on like the CK or the Slardar. He's given kind of this priority to just go and be the right clicker, the big carry in these fights.
It's gonna be a smoke here. Gonna spot out Borneo. Sure, if they're actually gonna be able to catch him.
I mean, they got
Leshrac is one of these fast heroes.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Oh, they clipped the LSA, but Kulish didn't believe.
Afterlife, yeah, he kind of gave up on it, and then
30 seconds to battle.
I'll take that.
By the way, I'm enjoying the terrible combinations people are discovering right now with these Diatide themed skins.
the
So
Mars
my Mars doesn't like. I don't know why. I've got the helmet on, but because I don't have every single piece on, his facial beard is red, and then like the mane is completely this color. It looks so stupid.
The battle begins.
Am I holding up?
It's been a while since I've seen the disco pole.
Yeah, I think I was checking over like pub game stats, and it seems like it's actually got quite a high pick rate and a decent win rate actually in like higher levels, divine and above. I think that's more to do with like if you ever break down those stats, there's always these heroes that can take all the early towers, right? Because I feel like in a disorganized pub game, if you shrink the map too quickly, your game becomes 10 times easier to play, and when you're talking about unorganized teams, they don't know how to respond. But
Yeah,
we'll see
I mean,
if they can get organized to respond to this, because it is a squishy hero in a game, but there's a lot of burst on Live to Win.
Yeah, it's just interesting, kind of what Farah can manage. Finds the same. I'm not really sure if this. I feel like this PA Oracle lane, sometimes it can be strong. I think we saw them play this yesterday. That was against a Phoenix and a Void. And this lane with Beastmaster, and I think you have some chances here to just kind of push the lane. Like you have the pig and you have the Fadebolt from the nuke the creep, and the wave is always going to be pushing in your favor, which means he is going to have a good lane. And yeah, he has already queued up the Dominator. Gonna go for that, and you know, I feel like it's definitely possible that we're gonna see he get off to a good start and just kind of take this early tower and then go from there.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like the way the Rubik Beastmaster lanes, there's always been this idea of damage mitigation. Like you kind of beat out your opponent's ability to wear you down. And if you think about what a PA Oracle does, it's exactly that. He's fine, you know, he's just keeping us on our toes. Once again, just a stupidly fast hero able to get away every time you try and jump him. And I mean, have they got a good ability to rotate on him in the mid? I feel like it's kind of predictable to see Live to Win ganks coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be super. Potentially, you know, Oracle, if Leshrac overextends, you can port in and it's not very likely, I would say. I think they're gonna be kind of stuck in their lanes for a while at least.
Be interested to see if he actually starts to offer a point early into Diabolic Edict. It seems so far he's just completely ignoring it.
Good night.
I guess usually you just want to max out the Lightning Storm first to you know, amp up your farm rate, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are different routes, right, for the Leshrac. Like, generally, you want at least 2 points in the Lightning, and then from there, you can kind of choose if you fall in Lightning, or... Of course, Lightning, of course, helps you a lot more with the laning phase, whereas kind of scales better. Allows you to take more of the kills and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if he's going to go for like that mirror movement, because obviously FN, he has this big ultimate that allows him to take towers, and it's like you see him do that and you go, okay, I'll just press double edict and do the same elsewhere at a much lower cost.
Pressuring Born quite a bit here. Born is slightly up, but right now I think the big winner is Mars. Time up top, and Void is kind of suffering a little bit.
Ooh, as we go there, it's actually bot lane when they strike. Oracle goes down.
What is
Teams just got ran down by the boss.
here to be tested?
Yeah, and that's kind of the difficulty with this lane. And I also I really like what Milan is doing here. Got already the magic wand. Got some ups. Kind of like, it's not this boots build, right? Like a lot of Rubiks just go for this boots, but I think in a lane like this where you can actually take over this lane, kind of. You can control the lane very well here. There is gonna be a double damage bottom. I think Milan should just be quite important now as it's botless.
Yeah, that's the thing, because they've got FN down on half HP. He knows if he like steps up, there's a risk he might just get picked off.
Double damage.
However, this means that the 33 back to tower for now. He has to wait for the stealth on Milan.
You'll get it. We'll slow him down a little bit, but I mean, I don't know if he can be slowed down much more. At least, you know, he's not alone down here. Skidder, like you mentioned, is really suffering more and more. He's always on the defensive, and so far, feels like Father's not really able to pressure these two heroes on the side of left to win.
Oh, I feel like both off lanes. There, actually, Skidder might be in trouble here.
Yep. Oh, no! There it is. Spear through will finish him off.
And I think we're seeing kind of mirrored off lanes, basically. So both off lanes have a lot of tools to push out the lane, and to just, you know, you can nuke the wave with Mars. You can do it. Same goes for Rubik. Push the lane, and that means that the safe laner will be always pushing onto you. That it's easy to just start hitting this guy because you can't really trade against creep and heroes.
Yeah, and we're just seeing the pressure start to come out back and forth. Now that Snako has level 3, like this is where he can try and hit back at them, but this is the problem. As soon as he oversteps for even a moment, this sort of pressure comes in, and Milan needs one more hit. Ward goes down too late though, not able to find it. Crowd the pressure on LtW. Now he sees Snako, but makes Ruben time to save his life, at least for a fraction of a moment, before he spends the rest of the lane just hiding in the tree line.
Desperately needs him brought down here. They have this Hawk and the Ward protecting. They're both very low already.
Well, he gets the kill. Might bait himself in his death, but LtW himself is very low.
He has a lot of one charges though.
Yep. But Milan has a decent amount as well, so they need to be careful. Does get the kill. The lift wasn't there in time because he used the blow. LtW outplaying the Rubik here. He doesn't get a lift, doesn't get a chance to even one. This evens up.
Could go on to the beast here.
I think they're reluctant because he's already got the Helm of Iron Will, right? Like it's a lot of armor to try and breach.
Yeah, and now we're at least, you know, this, like the Faceless Void, he's still suffering, but this PA now on the back of this kind of Soneko just dying, and I don't know, maybe there was a slight misplay from Milan.
There's a little bit of a party in the mid lane. FN, he activated the Exorcism. There's a rotation. Milan saves low for Baranya, but it might cost him his own. Not able to get the final hit out though. Baranya lingered around a little bit too long. Fada has arrived, has got the stomp coming out from the center. Yoinked. The Shrak's able to move away. He needs to be careful because the Crypt Swarm's still available. They're going to move in with the time dilation. There's a party in the mid lane for Mudgolems. Baranya turns around with the stun. Because FN, I'm a bit surprised he didn't just go for the Crypt Swarm there. And maybe he thought
I think it was not going to be enough. I think the Crypt Swarm is only level 2. 150 minus with a... I think it's not going to be enough.
Is under attack.
Important rotation there. I think it helps Skidder a little bit, but also it helped Baranya. However, look at this Mars. He's still very happy up here. He got the double braces bottle, and
are scanning.
Skidder's kind of suffering. And aside from this mid lane, live to win it.
Yeah, I'd say, you know, right now, Afterlife, he's a happy camper at this point. And the beautiful thing is, like, when you compare these offlaners, like, the way they can play the mid game, right? Like, 33 kind of just wants to be left alone to push towers. Whereas, if you can move quickly as live to win, you can find team fights. And with the advantage Mars has, it's very hard for Mudgolems to match that 5-on-5 engagement.
Yeah, Mars is going to have a lot of chances to make
Well, that's not the type of play, or is it? See, it was Big Brain. He wanted to give it to FN. Merchant still stole the kill, though.
Haste.
You are Darth Vader in there, by the way, so.
I mean, that's my signature. It's not me if I'm.
It lets us know you're there, right? Yeah. Stay Pycat ASMR stream.
How would you know that I'm here?
You know, it makes sense, right? Because a lot of people like Pycat, I don't see him on the team right now. Is he still alive? And you breathing in the microphone lets us know. Also, Suneko down like that lets us know who isn't alive right now.
Down here in the mid.
Ooh.
FN is actually doing really well here. By dying there once in the mid, that was kind of a 3-man rotation. Borneo still lagging behind level, I think. FN is pressured this mid tower a little bit. He's forcing rotation once again. Ports feeling quite sad on this Faceless has gone for this Rush Mask of Madness, so he's gonna have it, which will look at the difference between.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
and
attack.
LtW is very content with this game. He's not going to be trying to match a mom himself. He's actually going towards the Battle Fury. So it's even more critical that 33 starts to actually get some momentum and start to maybe take these towers out of the equation.
There's a pretty big rotation down to the bottom lane, but Mars is going to pour it in.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yep, moving in. Drew holds him in long enough. They reach for the arena. They kill him off. Baranya is looking for a stun opportunity, but Snako protects himself with a Fate's Edict.
Radiant's bottom
Looks like
tower
FN's here
is
again.
under attack.
Milan, he just had this experience. He wishes he wasn't about to get it again. But reinforcements coming in. This Rubik's going to fall once more.
Double kill.
I mean, they all are. If you look at the CS, and then you look at the net worth, then you look at the XP. I think it would be fair to say LtW, they kind of won all the lanes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're all definitely.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
That should help.
Oh.
Did find a fatal quite a bit.
Now, does this, my concern is, does this feel a bit like when you see a Storm Spirit?
Yeah, it does. I mean, definitely does. I really like to see that lets you play. Already have this very greedy. Heroes, they're not gonna do that much. Gonna have quite a bit of damage issues. And I would like to see this Lesh Rack try to move the map and make it. Gonna have this Bloodstone on Lesh. There's gonna be a lot of heroes just farming, and it's gonna be a lot up to Skeeter and 33 too. Kind of rotate.
I can understand it from a, oh, well, I'm too squishy right now. I'm just going to die otherwise perspective. The problem with this is it's a big gamble. Like, if you get it and you lose one fight, your Bloodstone, in this type of game with a track, your Bloodstone will snowball down, not up. You'll end up with no charges before you can even blink.
Radiant
Yeah, and the thing about
scanning.
Yules is it kind of makes you... It's also very nice to have against the deep silence.
I guess maybe one of the kind of counter arguments to use this game though is it's an Oracle,
Dire's
Lina, and a
middle
Mars,
tower
right?
is
So you
under
kind of
attack.
you're interrupted and dispelled, or you're giving free setup for stuns.
Oh, for sure. Just you get the move speed, the mana region.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of see how it fits out. Perhaps he's just gonna scenario.
You're right. I'm being a coward, right? You know what I was doing there? I was thinking about it from a defensive perspective. You get Yules, you're like, nah, I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. You know, it's also the fact that you get this
Radiant structures are
so you play.
fortified.
Aleshek is already very
Radiant's
fast
top
here, and with
tower
Faded
is under
Roche.
attack.
At that point, you're more or less role-playing a Bloodseeker. Skidder was looking for a bit of blood there, but no follow-up bashes. Needs to be careful. They are rotating heroes in, but with 33 and Piranha coming in, LtW will
top
realize
tower
very
is
quickly
under
that they
attack.
cannot contest this push.
And
Radiant's top
at least
tower
mudgolems
has
are.
fallen.
They're getting these top.
Dire's
FN is
middle
gonna go
tower
Exo.
is under attack.
I mean, is this the one that they can punish, though, maybe? Ooh.
Yeah, it's a good call there. Kind of new.
Yeah, that is his, I think it's third exorcism now. Not really getting too much value out of this one compared to the previous two. It might cost him his life if he's not careful. Stun's going to come out to him, follow up damage as well with slows. FN can't move away. False promise there to save the day, though. 33 gets punished by the arena. They'll need to back away. They do get to steal their LSA on Milan. Sidestep by everyone. I say sidestep. It was actually just a miss from Milan. Nice stun coming out from Baranya to cover their retreat, though. With the exorcism ran out, this should be the moment where Live to Win back up.
Very nice promise there by... Just one of these classic Legend EP played. To kind of make play. Of course you can put Amazon. LtW is kind of want the MKB. Fight the PA and you want the Master. He's not going blink. Dash is not going.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Playmaking is going to be very limited.
Radiant structures.
Yeah,
are
it's going to be
fortified.
on your Rubik a lot, it feels. And yeah, he's going for safer lane. But it's not like he's got these mobility spells that he has access to in this game that will give him that cheap form of initiation. Harder. Looking to initiate on a Snako here. But Fate seeding out. They still have the damage. They bring him down. Farder may have overstepped his mark, though. They pin him to the tier 1 tower he wants so badly, and they get it just in time before Ench would have been killed back.
Dire's top tower is under
What they're
attack.
doing that's good though on are playing together. Yeah, he's wiser choice. Feels difficult to go all greedy.
It can still be a very scary game for him, though, right? Like, you're building this BKB, but there's still the PA, so the kind of the chrono requirement in this game, like, he has to be so on point, or he could very easily be punished in like the next 10 minutes.
I think his job kind of is to hit the Oracle in these fights, which is possible, seeing as you have the Beastman talk, and a lot of your lane should be...
Time is money.
Finding these heroes
Mine is truly a blessed life.
generally is. Job is just Oracle and then potentially going some of the other targets, whether it's
Radiant are scanning.
That's true. Beastmaster has always kind of been one of those popular heroes against the Oracles, the Shadow Demons, the Wyverns, just because it destroys your ability to just lurk in the tree line unseen.
yeah, I mean all of these heroes, bounty hunters. Finding this Oracle difficult since you have to position it low, which means might not be time
Dire's middle
to
tower has fallen.
promise on the target that you want. iLTW though,
Dire's
well.
middle tower
Or-
is under attack.
the bail.
And for comparison, Skidder just got the Mithril Hammer. Still a long way off the BKB. He actually needed assistance just to clear the Ancient stacks.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, the
is
cool
under
thing though
attack.
is that just has to get this. Fight this.
Afterlife almost found the fight. Decided a little bit too deep there. They almost ran straight into Baranya and 33. And Baranya, that would have been big trouble considering how low his mana pool was at that stage. Unfortunate dodge of death there.
Getting closer.
It's gonna be the question, like the real show is gonna be whether they have enough
Dire's top
reach, right?
tower is
If they have
under
the initial
attack.
way of starting a good fight with this Bloodstone, because obviously this does mean the Leshrac can't be your lead.
Yeah, and you can
someone
also
else to
see
set up.
going out with the Stallion into Solar Crest. The kind of adding more
Radiant's
armor
middle
to.
tower is under attack.
I think the Necrobook would a lot of chances for it than whereas the Solar Crest can help out.
Yeah, it bridges for Skidder as well, right? Because he's gone to this BKB, he might lack the damage or attack speed, so you're kind of making up for that for him. Sneko. Protect himself. Fence a little bit deep. Sneko will be there to save the false promise. They need to retreat now. 33 will go for the TP away, but the channel up through. Will hold him in his place. Moving in, the Crow's going to come out. Skidder trying to back through FN quick enough here. Looks like they might have enough damage. They burst right through and bring him down. Speed of burst. LtW looking to do that against Milan. Will kill him off. Afterlife throws out the arena for it. In the end, coming out with 3 kills to the 1. The Twin will feel good about that, especially considering the chrono was committed by the side of mudgolems.
Yeah, still at the end of the day,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
it's not the end of the
Dire's structures are fortified.
kill the DP.
No, they're trying to see if they can find a target here. Is they're attempting to take that tier 1 tower. They'll give up quickly.
Mudgolems are doing defending their towers.
Feels important too, right? Because that is where the net worth differential really is at, is the fact that they quickly took all these tier 1s out of the equation, whereas when you look at the comparative, LtW have only lost 1 tower so far.
Finally now, Afterlife start, and he's still Farm kind of slowed down a little bit because he's forced to run, just kind of defend towers, try to go for. Didn't really work.
Dire are scanning.
The game quite a bit easier. However, scared up. I think he's caught up quite well, considering the start he had.
Radiant are scanning.
And Baranya,
Dire's bottom tower
Bloodthing,
is under
most of the way, I
attack.
believe. Car flying out now, so this should be where they want to take a fight. Chrono's still not available for 60 seconds though, so they want a cheap, no frills attached pick off it. Oh, Afterlife, he wants to go in. Decides against it.
Yeah, he could have.
It's just too hard, right? Yeah, I feel like if he does that, he just gets roared before he even spears. Straight into the pit. And Afterlife with
the inner beast with.
Well, I was just gonna say Afterlife's given a wide berth here. Like, if they want to interrupt this, they need to move very fast. Man does see LtW. Nice stun follow as well. They're just poking and prodding at him. Primal Roar as well. They know they can maybe burst him down, but they need to be quicker. Not quick enough. But it's a distraction because Skit's still in the pit, but he needs some assistance to finish this off quick enough. Kuluk's gonna move in. Moving out. Most of them are dodging the arena, but 33 gets stuck in the mess. And with Roche being low, they may have been set up for an easy victory in the pit for LtW. Oh, moving in. Nope. No chance. He's got the BKB. But they're going to force it out of him, and all for nothing, it's still going to go down. Lift will at least stop Afterlife from finding more, because Milan just about gets out before the tip of the spear can tickle him to death. Still another awkward fight for mudgolems.
Yeah, it was pretty quick the road, but it's just
doesn't it?
they're so
Invisibility.
close. They're all in the vicinity. I don't know. It's kind of risky just trying to sneak one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it feels like the way they approach that fight, they wanted to force out the false promise, right? And LtW's discipline, refusal to actually throw that in too soon onto the PA to save her, meant that eventually mudgolems just commit more and more spells and more heroes to that kill, which
Dire's
never
top
happens.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, still, it's the lack of damage, right?
Yeah.
The fact that Void was forced to go for the Mask of Madness BKB, that's right. Yeah, sure, you have your Bloodstone, but it doesn't really increase damage that much. They just don't have that much damage right now. They need the game. That's also gonna be scary because iLTW now with the gonna be allowed to go for the Battle Fury Death Slasher.
And then the concern is, right, you jump on the left, you bash him once, you get 1 or 2 crits, with such little armor, he's just gone. You know, you haven't got a good save. You don't have the oracle that your opponents have. But they're gonna smoke. Stun onto LtW, trying to burst through him once without using too many spells, and they'll be able to do it. Or he just moves away. They still get it. And there he is going to go down before he gets the follow-up. Mars is there to save the day. Moving in, Skinner has the chrono, throws it out. Baranya does stay alive. The Bloodstone is going to keep him healthy, and LtW trapped inside the chrono, but FN cleans up. He saves the day. The false promise to stay onto LtW, and Skinner barely getting away in one piece. 33 will also be left behind to be sacrificed to the Live to Win gods. And on the side, Milan at least gets the kill on the Afterlife, but once again, another fight taken favorably by the side of Live to Win.
Yeah, I mean, right? Get this kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kinda corral. Yes, you get a chrono. Still, it's the same scenario, I think. Have the damage right now. Press.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oracle is around. It has yours. very difficult
Dire's
to
middle tower
down, and just
is under
I think a very
attack.
nice kind of there by Afterlife, separating a lot of the heroes.
Nope.
Radiant's
So they're going to separate Immersion from life here, but it's not working out with LtW moving in. Milan, someone going down. 33 follows suit. Rania trying to run away quickly. Glimmercate will get him out. Skidder might not be so lucky. The bag straight away. Time walks, but they're going to keep hunting, and he has no easy escape. He PKB's way too late to save himself as the stun comes out once more.
Doesn't it?
And this is getting out of control.
Yeah, I mean the BKB topping it. Kind of dead regardless. But now Argon their creeps kind of close here. I think they should be.
I mean, they'll probably hang around anyway. That's the thing, LtW, because he's got his Gesso, they can kind of burn through towers quickly. With FN having that solar crest as well, you know, like if any hero comes nearby, they're going to be fighting you at a 0 armor.
Mudgolems stays still.
Dire's middle tower has
A
fallen.
lot more damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm gonna give kudos to Milan. I wouldn't even step anywhere near that close to the PA. He has at least got the Ghost Scepter. Probably gives him a bit of false confidence. Because that's the worrying part. Is actually when you look at the breakdown of Live to Win's damage, it's not, oh, they're all physical, we'll just build Ghost Scepters. There is still a lot of burst that comes out from the Lina and the
Dire's top
Mars.
tower has fallen.
Yeah, and that's why when I first 4 heroes from minus the PA, I think they had a really good setup already. Just kind of hero that lets you play the game, and PA was the choice. Hero, but you have a lot of stuns, right? Have a lot of spells, waves. They have kind of strong lanes. They have this defensive tool. I feel like it's just kind of a well-rounded lineup. Set yourself up.
Set themselves up for a nice fight with this haste chasing in FN. Isn't really a target. They'll dispel it off now, but they don't want to go straight to him. The ring's going to go down. Front roll comes out. Time Afterlife gets interrupted, but FN, he's gone. Afterlife has to be saved with the false promise. The Chrono's going to go out on the lean on the side. Immersion being burst through. In the meantime, LtW running through the forces of mudgolems in Milan, and 33 dead. Stun's going to come out to him now to control him up there. Branya needs to kite him. He can't stay in range. If a crit comes out, he's dead, and he knows it. And there it is. Gets the kill. They turn around and Skidder next. No crit follow-ups under the Void, but the damage is just too high anyway. It scares him off. 33 is going to be brought down. Yeah, it looked good for a moment for mudgolems, but LtW, he's still the true winner of this fight. Too big.
Way too big. Void is not really that close to
Radiant's courier has been killed.
It's a pipe
Pretty
dream
much
at this
impossible.
stage. And the thing is, they have proven they can kill the members around, right? So there's an argument that, like, say you don't lose the base in the next 5 or 6 minutes, you take another fight like that, and take another fight like that where you kill everyone around the PA, you'll have the next item. And if it's things like the MKB and the Void, maybe then you can actually just burst through LtW, and he's not this raid boss anymore.
Yeah, the Shadow is the Oracle. I think that fight was actually really good for them. The DP was separated from the rest of
Dire are
He died very quickly.
Yeah.
And
That was the surprising part, right? Because he ran in confidently, and then because he gets caught out of position, everything Live to Win is doing after that point is reactionary.
LtW is still able to kind of clean up. I think the Chrono was used
Yeah.
very difficult to fix.
I'm wondering if that was kind of like a kind of instant, I'm just going to Chrono moment. Like, they didn't see where Oracle was. They thought, oh, they're coming through the choke point, and the reason Skidder does that is he's trying to, like, cut off any reinforcing to that fight. 'Cause I can't imagine he wanted to catch Alina with a Chrono.
Oh, like you said, kind of trying to cut off fight, but kind of need the Chrono. The Oracle or the probably
Radiant
both.
are scanning.
They're going again. Same area, like, okay, we fixed it. Stick LtW in front. He seems to never die anyway, so. Jump in. Afterlife. Yules will interrupt at the moment. Father's going to be crit down. 1500 will make sure Bambi is sliced up and served on a plate as some delicious venison. And they just pinged him out. They know about Skidder.
Panic PA.
Oh. That's going to be a BKB. Let's get up there. Yep. There we go. He's like, do I have to? Meanwhile, oh god. Alright. It was a ruse.
Did not have time to react.
I mean, there is no true reaction to this. There's only death. Double damage on a Phantom Assassin. Also, keep in mind, whenever Afterlife was in range, that's a nice, cool 18% bonus damage for these big crits.
And just a lot of life. Getting through this PA now is more problem. Don't know how to do
Dire's
it.
middle barracks are under attack.
Potentially, the way you can try to do it is you can get the even if the false promise is there, you can get hands on the P. No longer.
Dire's middle barracks
Maybe
are
remove
under
this
attack.
Still very, very difficult. You also have to worry now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, not an easy target at first. Sure, it's only 2k HP, but you know, it's deceptive. You have to look at the armor, the utility of this hero. And if you're jumping on FN, that means LtW is free to do what he done in the previous fights, which is dance around the dance of death upon all the graves of mud.
See Skitter here.
Chrono,
Actually does get
they
the
catch two. The pulse promise thrown out. Arena to try and cover them from actually following up. Spear gets stolen by Milan. Stun follow up on after like, woohoo! Thanks for the assistance on getting me out, he says. They still lose the Chrono Man. Void is down, and LtW is free to rain terror upon the forces of mudgolems. As Maranya, while he lives a second longer, will still fall. Milan tries the TP away. He'll make it out, but it doesn't matter. GG's been pulled. They give up. Live to win.
That was
Doing exactly.
the Void actually just got one hit. It was the crit on the Master Man that done for.